Hi everyone, Deb here. I am here with my cover, inside cover, and days 1, 2, and 3 for the open collaboration called hashtag strawbeary, B-E-A-R-Y, bliss. This is hosted by Polly's Pretties Coloring and Crafting. She will be linked down below. The hashtag will be in the title. And there are at least two other people I know of that have come to my channel and said they're participating as well. One of them I've actually watched some of her videos already, so yay. It's a very fun collab where we are using more than just, but the main theme is strawberries and bears. So interesting combination. But these are things that Polly likes, both of those, so we're using them. And I already showed you some of the papers and things that I'm using, which are the Berry Fresh kit by Stamps by Me. I showed that in my VR video. But I'm also bringing in some other papers, and who knows, I might even end up bringing in more, which I did for one of the days today. I brought in this My Favorite Things holiday plaid because it's got pinks and reds and greens, and I used that here on the cover as a background piece. And behind that, I have a Stampin' Up! 6x6 paper, if I can get a hold of it. What did I do with it? Anyway, it's an in-color packet of paper from 22 to 24, and the color there is Parakeet Party, but it also has Sweet Sorbet. I have lost that paper. And, oh, here it is. Sorry. There it is. This paper, except that that paper had this pattern, and I don't have a whole lot of that. I have that strip, that pattern left. I have the plaid, but not that. And then this same patterns are also in here in Sweet Sorbet, which is one of the colors, which is this color that I used on those strawberries. Those are from the dies from the Strawberry Bliss, I'm sorry, Berry Bliss packet. And then one other paper I used a little bit of is this Retired Fitting florets, I don't know. I used this larger paper and just fussy cut 2 flowers out of it, which you'll see for day 3, I think. So these are stickers from Jot that I've had in my stash, like, I don't know, forever. I had 3 packs. If I ever buy alphas, I buy more than one because you never have enough of all the letters, right? But the problem with these multicolors is there was no different colors in some of these letters, so I had to use, you know, like 2 of the same colors in a row kind of thing. It worked out good down on Bliss, but it didn't work out so good on Strawberry. Isn't that cute? And then this little bear was stamped and die cut, and then a little bit fussy cut trimmed from the All for Baby stamp set and dies from Stampin' Up! Retired set. And oh, I have tons of white paper strips from die cutting my cardstock for cards and and for card mats. So I used that to put it on because I would not have been able to get that anywhere near straight if I didn't do that. And then I backed it on Sweet Sorbet cardstock, which is a retired color too. And then behind it is actually Parakeet Party. I did ink around the edges of the strawberry and also the leaves, kind of tone on tone. I can see that little stem is probably going to get ripped. Anyway, I did the same thing down here. And then these had been gifted to me in a pocket letter many moons ago by an individual named Vivian. I don't think she's on YouTube, and I never see her in comments, so I might have been a Facebook swap. I honestly don't remember. But for some reason, I had found her pocket letter, I think for when I was pulling out stuff for summer, but it had these little flowers in, and I thought I could use them because they're not super dimensional. I don't know if you can see. No more dimensional than these stickers are for sure. And then this ribbon is it's stretchy stuff, but I tried not to stretch it too much, and I glued that down with Fabri-Tac on top, actually a piece of washi tape that sort of went good with this. This is one of the papers out of the Berry Bliss paper pack. So that's my front cover. And the washi I used there was this one. It's flowers and black dots, and this has just a pattern overall. So then inside the cover, I should cover this up, right? You already saw it, it's okay. This is a piece of vellum. I had cut a piece off the 8x8 at 4.5 by 4, and then I fussy cut this at an angle. Actually, I glued that 4.5 by 4 onto a same size white cardstock. And I didn't glue it. I used tear and tape, score tape, whatever you have. Dollar Tree's version is fine. I just have had this in my stash, so I'm using that. And then I'll go back onto Dollar Tree because I think I finished all my Stampin' Up! One. Anyway, I feel like vellum glues down better with tear and tape or glue dots, certain glue dots. Some don't hold their stick. Another thing I brought out is journaling cards, and I know that's a prompt later on, but I have a bunch of, these are Stampin' Up! They call them Memories and More cards, and these were from 2 different sets, which are probably both retired, and I have the names of them. Hang on. One of the sets is What a Year, Memories and More card pack. I think that's more geared towards, well, I don't want to say that. And this one is Today is the Day, Memories and More card pack. So I think these were both out of the Today is the Day pack. Yeah. And the other ones I pulled out of both, and I just tried to pull things. There's these larger 4x6 ones, and then these 3x4s. I just tried to pull out things that might work in here, and I don't think I'll be using all these, but you know, I just pulled some out because, yeah, it's a journal. I need places to write. All right, so the prompt for day 1, which is here, was lace and bread ties. So here is my lace. This is from my stash. I have a whole little yard or so of it. So I put that down. After I put a piece of the paper. This is not vellum, this is paper. Um, and then I did use washi over here I have trouble, this paper's kind of thick and I have trouble bending it around here and I didn't like how that looked. So this one, I actually ended the paper here and I put the washi down into there, but it wasn't enough to fully cover it. So then I put it over here and back up this way. And I just glued this down, but now I see I have to put a little glue under this part too, but it's okay. I did end up using one of the bears that was from a different Stamps by Me card kit I showed in my first video. This is another journaling card. I used the stamp set from the Berry Bliss that says "You're so sweet." And then this was punched out of the same paper as here. And this was punched out of the same paper as that Stampin' Up! Paper in the back there. And then here is my bread tie. I just added a little extra stem there. Because that's bulky, I glued that down with Fabri-Tac, and then I bumped the strawberry up on dimensionals so that it would be even. Otherwise, it was sagging on the point and the ends there. I did ink around the journaling card that just had this green on it, which matched the green in the leaves, I felt like. I inked it with Sweet Sorbet. And these, the Strawberry Punch, where did I put it here? This is the Strawberry Builder Punch. I don't have a stamp set to go with, but this is what stamped out the strawberry. And this is what punched out. I'm sorry, not stamped out. This is, I think, supposed to be a raspberry. And I do have a set that has a raspberry in it. It doesn't have a strawberry stamp though, so maybe this went with that. I don't know. Anyway, the little flowers are here, and I punched them out 3 times and put them there. And I think I'm going to put some kind of either glitter glue on them, or like scrapbook.com has those liquid dots. I don't know what they're called. Or I have liquid pearls, because I don't want something to be too dimensional on here, but I feel like I need to put a little center in there of some kind. And this is stained. I don't know what that is. I tried erasing it. It's not a mark, it's a stain, so I'm not sure. Anyway, that's my page for day 1. And then day 2, the prompts are ribbon, which is right here, and strawberries. So this is also paper, strawberry paper. Same washi as back here. It's a nice wide sort of neutral gold washi. And then this is one of the journaling cards. It says life is beautiful. So how I did that is I put the card down with washi first, and then I flipped it over, and I covered up a little bit of the is, but it's okay, the S. I put this washi strip down so that it matched the edges of the front here, so you don't get that sticky, and that allows it to bend. But you do have to make sure this is really tacked down. I might put more glue under there. And then these I fussy cut out of one of the papers from the Berry Bliss pack, and just, they were, you know how you get those papers and the design is, the flowers cut off, or what? That's what these were. These were along the edge. They were already cut off like that. So I just fussy cut them and put them along the edge on here, because the theme is strawberries, and that way it's not super dimensional, but yeah, and I can write or put a picture here or something. So then day 3 is flowers and circles, and this is vellum. So I actually, oh, and I am gluing 2 pages together, and I am using glue stick, which is this Elmer's Craft Bond. Best glue stick I've ever tried. I don't generally like glue sticks because they don't stay stuck to me, but this one does really well so far. And I don't remember where I got this. It might have been Dollar Tree. I can't remember, but Elmer's Craft Bond is pretty good, I think. Let me know what you use. Anyway, I did that to glue the paper together, and then I actually used it to put the vellum down. However, I also put a score tape, double-sided tape along the edges to hold it, because it wasn't holding perfectly, but it was good enough for the center of the book page. Then I used another washi over here, which actually is the same one as I used on the front cover, and it looks like that, just to bring out more pink. And also this vellum I did bring down further, but it still doesn't go all the way into the crease. So the washi I actually put down and glued along that crease there. So just a little tip. I usually will put ribbon or washi or something down here, even if the paper's thinner, just to help make sure it holds. And then washi, of course, is not the strongest tape, so you do need to put some glue under there. I used Fabri-Tac to put this down, but I used art glitter glue with the fine point to get under the little edges of things here. So that is my cover, inside cover. So far, I didn't do any paper on this part. I wasn't sure what else I wanted to do, and I thought, you could put these going this way if you wanted to, right? Like that. It takes up room. And I can just stamp. I don't have a strawberry stamp though. Isn't that so weird? I have this punch but no strawberry stamp. Anyway, I can later go back and, you know, die cut more of these or something and just glue them in here, or stamp teddy bear. I can stamp a teddy bear or something. So those are my cover days 1, 2, and 3. Let me know what you think. So my next video, I'm going to do this twice a week. So my next one will be for days 4 through 7, and that'll come out on Wednesday, May 7th. And day 4 is going to be buttons and cardboard. I have tons of buttons. And guess what? I have tons of cardboard because I saved some of it for junk journaling. I have an idea for that, vague idea. Day 5 is fabric. I have to look through my fabric and see what I have. Don't know. And teddy bears. And I have an idea for teddy bears, so come see that too. And well, all the same time. Now this one, I honestly don't know if I have any book page. Isn't that sad? I'll have to look. I have tons of stickers, so I don't think I have any strawberries or teddy bears, but I have stickers. And these don't all have to be strawberries and bears. They can be anything. However, because the theme of the book is strawberries and bears, I'm using that paper pad. So my thinking is there will be some of this paper pack or vellum on all these pages, but then I'll bring in these other elements. So yeah, book page and stickers. That one's going to be the hardest one for me probably for the book page. And then day 7, I've already used some washi tape, but I have more different ones. No strawberry ones though. And brads. So I'm pretty sure I have some brads. I probably don't have a whole lot, but I have some. So I'm not sure what I'll do with that yet exactly either. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. So come back next Wednesday. We'll come back before then, but come back next Wednesday for sure, and I'll do days 4 through 7. So sorry, Polly, I'm not posting every day. I just can't. And I'm going to keep this in the back of my book. And I hope to see you then and follow us along. Be sure to check out Polly's Pretties Coloring and Crafting. And also, now I used the hashtag the other day and nothing came up. So I don't know if it's because it's a new hashtag or what the issue is. But it is B-E-A-R-Y, bliss, strawberry bliss, all one word, and I didn't find anything clicking on that. It came up and said not much to see right now, but there is. So um, if I remember to, I will link not only Polly in the description, but also the 2 people I know who are, one is already participating and one said she will be joining in. So I will put their 2 channels down below as well, just in case you get the same error message I did. I don't know why that happened, but it did. So yeah. Anyway, so at least 2 other people, and I'll mention this. Polly, if you watch this, you may have to do that too if you know people are participating, because the hashtag is not bringing anything up, or it wasn't as of yesterday, which was Friday the 2nd. Okay, thank you so much for watching again, and I will talk to you again soon, like tomorrow. Hugs, love, and peace.